Peace to all of the divine primordial deities. Now, we're going to skip the introduction and get straight into it. Trump is trying to build a golden dome. What does that put you in the mind of? Now, let's get deep. The Anunnaki needed gold to repair their atmosphere because why? Their atmosphere was dying. And what happens to an atmosphere that is becoming depleted and is starting to what they call die? It becomes unstable. Now, remember when I told y'all that our atmosphere is shifting, which means that the electromagnetic field is changing and the atmosphere is charging up? And what plays a role in that? The sun. And when the atmosphere becomes unstable, those who do not have the mark of the beast, which is carbon, will become eliminated because the sun is going to take out many, and I mean many. There will be deaths on top of deaths. History is starting to repeat itself because Trump is doing what the Anunnaki did before. Y'all think that the Anunnaki has left. The Anunnaki has always been here. This is why they're trying to pull what they did before on their last planet, or what they call planet Nibiru. They needed the gold because the atmosphere was becoming unstable. And when that happens, shit heat up. It means that they couldn't withstand the sun. But y'all can keep thinking y'all the Anunnaki though. Let's go. What does gold do? It reflects, which means that we, which is the carbon beings, the chosen ones, will not be able to receive the full sun or the full moon because they're going to have us inside of a dome, which is going to cause all type of mental illnesses and sicknesses because we need the sun and the moon. This is why they want to block out the sun or dim the sun, because the sun is killing them, which is your earthly creation, which is your Gentiles and heathen nations. See, they are up against a race, against the sun, and us getting our powers back. And they're trying to stop us from getting our powers back and trying to stop or save the little bit of atmosphere that they have by creating this dome, this golden dome. As they see that our atmosphere is starting to become unstable, just like how it did on Nibiru. So they're trying to create this dome, golden dome, before it fully take effect by trapping us in here, stopping us from receiving the sun and the full moon, from us getting our activation. They think they slick. This is why Trump stated that he got 3 years and it should be created within the 3 years. But they might not make it to 3 years because our atmosphere has completely shifted and it's completely charged up and the electromagnetic field is different. Which means, I said this before, it's going to come a time where they're not going to be able to rule on the surface. Why? It's because that atmosphere is going to be different, which is going to be unstable, which is good for us because that means that it gets hotter and hotter and hotter. But for them, that hotter and hotter kills them because they don't have carbon, or what you would call the filter, which is the pineal gland to filter out that radiation. And they don't have the internal thermometer, which is carbon, which means that you're going to have spontaneous combustions and people frying like vampires in front of the sun and getting burnt up rapidly at a fast pace. Everybody keep talking about, oh, the Anunnaki coming. What y'all got to understand is the Anunnaki is already here. They are in disguise. Where you think they get the bleaching of the skin from? A lot of them look like they are white, but they're not. They are melanated people. Okay? And they're hiding behind the disguise of white skin. But their bloodline been on the earth the whole time. This is why they're trying to repeat what happened on Nibiru here, because they can't take the damn sun. But y'all can keep claiming y'all the Anunnaki though. So Whoever they saying that's coming here and talking about, oh, it's the Anunnaki coming. No, it's not the Anunnaki. It is the Titans, which is our sisters and brothers, that's coming to help us. So this dome that they're creating that's going to have weapons on it or whatnot, they're trying to stop them from coming here to help us. They are our help. So the dome is to try to keep them from getting in and to try to stop us from getting activated. So the Anunnaki ain't coming nowhere. They already here. The ones that is coming is the Titans. Why you think the Anunnaki came over here across the ice wall looking for gold? Who has the gold? We have the gold, which is the carbon beings. This is why we must go through the magnum opus to change the 7 base metals into gold. That's your carbon. If they were us, why do they need to come over here and get our gold? The gold is you. And it also stated that the menstruum, which is the period blood of the divine feminine, they call it the gold because it secretes the same things that the pineal and the pituitary gland secretes, which help them reach higher states of consciousness. This is why the Anunnaki were eating or drinking the menstruum blood. It was also called the sacred food of the matrix. We don't need that because we already possess the power to reach higher states of consciousness. We are the beholders of the carbon, which is the highly advanced technology. But y'all can keep calling yourself the Anunnaki though. If the Anunnaki was the original, true, ancient ones, why do they need our gold? Why do they need to come over here and take our carbon? The gold is in the carbon beings. They will use it to reach higher states of consciousness. We don't got to do that. We are the beholders of it. But y'all keep calling yourself the Anunnaki. But I'm not claiming that. We are your Titans, which is based off the Hinduism myth. They are called the Asuras, which is called the demons or the monstrous beings. We are your Dark Lords or your chaos beings. Demon is just another word for carbon. Demon means noble spirit. Aleister Crowley taught y'all that. Go read up on it. And based off of the Hinduism myth, the demons was considered the supreme ones, which is the chaos beings. And the gods was the lesser beings. So technically, we ain't the gods. We are the divine primordial deities. And a lot of times I have to keep reminding myself that. Because it just sounds good to say God. But when you find out that God is the lesser beings, it really make you want to rethink using that word. Now, understand Tiamat had a consort named Kingu. And Kingu was given the tablets of destiny, which he was given the supreme authority over the gods, which was the Anunnaki. Tiamat created these demons or monstrous beings, which is your Titans, which is us, to combat the Anunnaki and to go to war with them. And Kingu was considered as the lead or the head of the army. The Anunnaki is our enemies. And the Great Mother created us to go to war with them, protect her. She created a negative, so she had to create a positive. The Anunnaki is your negative. The Titans, which is who they call the demons or the monstrous beings, are the positive. They had to create a balance. The demons are who you will call your chaos beings, which is us, which is your Titans or your Typhonian, Draconian people. That is here on a rescue mission to rescue the Great Mother. And this is why we must awaken. Realize who we really are. We are the Dark Lords and the Chaos Beings, which is the Titans. We are not the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki are your enemies. This is why they're trying to create the Golden Dome to save the atmosphere here so that they can stay in power. But we need the atmosphere to become unstable because that's what gives us our power. So understand, they're trying to repeat history by creating another Golden Dome like how they did on Nibiru. Because once this atmosphere become unstable, it is game over for them.